Alright, Tyler, I was just sitting there thinking about you. Your little John Deere I tore down. The one waiting to be torn down, which I can't wait to do. But this is what I've been doing all day. When I say I tear them down, this is tearing down. And I wish he was here to do it with me because you learn some stuff. Like, why are you tearing this mower down for no reason? Well, when you tear them down, you start finding things. Broken bolts need replaced. Rusted bolts is the start of your frame being rusted. If you don't clean this out, all this rust is just going to eat the deck of your mower. The more you keep it clean, the longer you can have a mower. And the more you keep it clean, the better your mower runs and less mess. It's like, so where's the motor out of this thing? Well, it's over here on the hoist, or on the vise, waiting for some tender loving care. I'm not sure how far I'm going to tear down into it. Certain things you got to be careful taking off like this. There's a torque to it. This is the inside. Your piston valves are in here. The main thing you want to worry about is your carburetor. It's a few easy bolts. You got to see if there's a gasket. Usually there's a gasket you got to get replaced, but this is what keeps everything out of your engine, but it's also where the gas goes in. So I'm going to take it off, clean it real good, take the gas can out, see how clean it is. And then there's just a whole lot of surface dust that when I get done with them, whatever rust that I can get off, they look pretty new. And it'll get you going. But you got to start staying on top of them, and it's a lot easier to clean. Like, this is going to take a while here because it's never been cleaned. But yeah, I seen it and I was like, you know what, I got nothing to do today. And that's all I've been doing all day. No rush. I fought one bolt on here for an hour and a half just because I didn't even care. It was coming whether it wanted to or not. But this is the next project. We gotta get this rider up and running. And probably by this weekend I'll be tearing into it. So I hope you're over here for it, bub. I love you. Okay, so I went out, took the first pass. Remember all the green grass that was under there. And what we have here, if you can see, is surface rust. And stuff like this is, you know, that was metal at one time. That's a layer of that metal that's not there anymore. It's still rusting. So when you have pocks like that, you need to come off. I just took a pass down through here that was pocked like that, and it'll get down to it. But at the same time, you have to be careful and check the top of your flange real good. If it's rusted through, you're going to eat right through whatever's left. I've checked this one over and we're not there yet, so we just saved a little bit of life to this deck. But eventually, it'll rust out through here. So I went through a first pass. I'm getting ready to get again and get down in there because this is what I took out. And then you want to watch these. This is big rust points right here. They're where you connect. Once they're gone for good. And it's just simple maintenance that you could run a mower forever if you really like it. And I like cleaning them, so I'm just hooking this guy up with his for something to do. I'll show you in a second what it's going to look like. Okay, so last night I went through, tore all the way down to the flywheel. I didn't get into any internal components, but I took all of this off, cleaned up through the carburetor. It's just a whole lot of things in the flywheel, dust and stuff you gotta clean off. There's an armature in between your flywheel. You gotta re-gap. Once you take it off, you need to gap your spark plug. So it's all put back together and ready to be strapped in. Hopefully fires up for us. Then I've got all our parts detailed over here. This thing's ready to be reassembled now. I went through, finished the bottom of this yesterday, got down to the surface area of it, and then I recoated it because once you get down to plain metal, you don't want to leave it plain. It rusts a lot quicker. So if you can get some type of coating, this is a Flex Seal spray on, kind of like a Rhino Shield. I like it. I think it's going to work good. So I'm getting ready to reassemble and see what this baby can do. Sucks you missed it though, Tyler. I was waiting for you and you never made it. So next time we'll get it. Yeah, let's see how this thing goes back together. And when you reassemble, this is where you're gonna replace parts, replace these rusted nuts, clean off your good nuts if you can, and yeah, just get all new shiny good bolts in there for you. Alright, there it is, all back together, looking pretty, almost pretty as the day he bought it. One thing I went through and just double checked all the bolts I took off, because it's a lawnmower. It will rattle the nuts and bolts back loose if it's not tight. So now I'm about to put some gas in it and see what she sounds like. So let's go on to that step. Let's see here. That's what I like. One pull, one start. She's ready to roll.